What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be giving an update on Kaspa. Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. No.
So Kaspa is currently trading at a price point of just under 5 cents. It has a market cap of over 1 billion, which ranks 44th among all cryptocurrencies according to CoinGecko. And its circulating supply is up to 20.9 billion out of a max supply of 28.7 billion, which is about 73% in circulation. And then Kaspa is only down 6% from its all-time high, which it reached 18 days ago. And if you're looking to invest in Kaspa, I recommend using KuCoin or MEXC. I think those are the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. Now, if you come over to Kaspa's Twitter, which has 88,000 followers, the first major news that I want to cover, they posted 21 hours ago. So a new listing exchange. Kaspa is now live on XT Exchange. I'm pretty sure the last 3 or 4 Kaspa videos I've posted, there has been a new listing every single time. It is crazy how fast Kaspa is growing, especially during a bear market. And then they just posted October 4th. Thanks to Finance Change, you can now bridge your Kaspa token seamlessly from the Kaspa blockchain to Ethereum with just a couple of taps and unlock a world of new possibilities. And they have a YouTube video of exactly how you can do that. Now, the next piece of news I want to cover is not directly correlated to Kaspa, but I still think it's extremely important. And that's Joe Rogan talking about how Bitcoin has the most likely possibility of being a universal currency. And I will show a little bit of the clip.
I mean, the real fascinating crypto is Bitcoin. To me, I mean, that's the one that I think has the most likely possibility of becoming a universal viable currency. And it's, it's limited in the amount that there can be. It's, people mine it with their own computer. It's like, that to me is very fascinating. Yeah. And I love the fact that it's been implemented and that at least I've had Andreas Antonopoulos on the podcast, and when he talks about it, he's living it. He's spending all of his money. Everything he gets paid is in Bitcoin. He pays his rent in Bitcoin. Everything he does is in Bitcoin.
Well, I guess I'll end up just showing the entire clip. But obviously, if you're super into crypto, that's not a very in-depth analysis on Bitcoin. But the point is, he has one of the most popular podcasts in the entire world. So this is just another reason that I truly believe crypto is here for the future. And if Bitcoin ends up performing very well and truly becoming a universal currency, that certainly can't hurt Kaspa, especially because Kaspa, in a sense, is a scalable version of Bitcoin. Basically digital silver, whereas Bitcoin is digital gold. And then the next piece of news I want to cover is Elon Musk calling fiat currency a scam. Musk threw his weight behind what many in the Bitcoin community have been arguing for years, that the traditional monetary system is fundamentally flawed. And I have actually said this several different times in my previous videos. Now, in this video in particular, I won't go super in depth as to why that's the case, but long story short, once you understand fractional reserve banking, the Federal Reserve, and how fiat currency is actually created, you can certainly see the argument as to why it could be considered a scam. But at the same time, I want to be fair to fiat currency, because the reality is that value resides where people believe value resides. That's just how the world works. So as long as the majority of people believe that fiat currency is the real deal, I don't see any serious changes that are going to get made, because most people don't see fiat currency as a problem, as it's just how they've grown up and they don't want change. But even if fiat currency does not completely go away, this just shows that Bitcoin will always have a use case. And as long as Bitcoin always has a use case, a lot of other cryptos could certainly have use cases as well. Now, for the final part of this video, I'll go over some technical analysis. So this is Kaspa on the daily time frame. Now, the first thing you may notice is that Kaspa started to break out from the bull flag that we had Kaspa drawn in from our previous video. And had you guys taken that trade, you could have made about 6.5% in just over a day. But at the current moment, it is using the 21-day moving average as support, which is actually a very good sign. On top of that, if you look at the 21-day moving average, it broke above the 50-day moving average, which created a golden cross. And typically that signals an explosive move is coming. In addition, the stochastics are starting to reset and get very oversold, and the RSI is also starting to reset. So based on those indicators, Kaspa does actually look pretty good on the daily time frame right now. Now, I do also want to warn you about the bearish indicators. And the major one is that if you look at price action, it swings from a lower high to a higher high. If you look at the RSI, it's higher high to lower high. That is Class A bearish divergence. Typically, that signals a local top has been reached. In addition, when price action broke out of the bull flag, we did not create new all-time highs, which could possibly be the start of a downtrend. Now, I will say we are currently trading at a high volume node on the VRVP, so there is also a chance that we just continue trading sideways. As you will see, these high volume nodes on the VRVP typically work as magnets. So if theoretically we were to break beneath this high volume node, I could potentially see us dropping down to about 4 cents, which is the next major high volume node. So do keep in mind, Kaspa has very mixed signals right now. And at the end of the day, you have to understand, Kaspa has been going parabolic this year, and nothing goes up forever. Now, that is not me saying that Kaspa will not perform extremely well during the next bull run. I certainly think that it will, but at least in the short term, I would not be shocked if we get a little bit more of a pullback. But obviously, anything can happen. And last but not least, we'll also go over Bitcoin as it's correlated to a lot of altcoins. So the first major thing that I'm noticing about Bitcoin right off the bat is that it's currently trading in between two high volume nodes on the VRVP. As I said about Kaspa, typically these high volume nodes work as magnets. So in Bitcoin's case, I wouldn't be shocked if it dropped down to about 27,400 or shot up to about 29,100. Now the RSI and the stochastics are both very overbought right now, which makes me lean a little bit more towards the fact of Bitcoin dropping down to about 27,400. But very similar to Kaspa, the 21-day moving average has broken above the 50-day moving average, which in Bitcoin's history typically signals an explosive move is coming. So a potential scenario is that Bitcoin drops a little bit in the short term and potentially bounces off the 21-day moving average as support, where we then could potentially retest that $28,500 level. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, I have been very clear about this. I will not be bullish on Bitcoin in the short term until it closes a candle above 28,500. That will get us above major resistance, but it will also get us above quite a few of the larger moving averages. So just to be clear, in the short term, I would expect Bitcoin to retrace a little bit. And while it does that, the stochastics and the RSI would both come down and start to reset. And then price action could potentially bounce off the 21-day moving average as support. But as I say in every single one of my videos, it is critical that you understand macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the BlackRock Bitcoin spot ETF were to get approved, that can skyrocket Bitcoin, Kaspa, the entire crypto market. On the contrary, if it gets rejected or some extremely bearish news comes out, that could tank the entire crypto market. So just understand the crypto market is extremely volatile and anything can happen in the short term. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Kaspa could go next bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.